Hey there, Ulti Zeta here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. In the last episode, we met with a big cutscene that didn't actually amount to a battle, which really surprises me. Mainly because, again, that's the kind of thing Prime 3 loved to do, was put you in those kinds of situations. So it's like, it's not necessarily like, oh my god, how dare they have a cutscene with enemies in it that we don't get to fight the enemies, but more so just like, the expectation was there that it was going to involve something, and instead it just didn't. So, like, it felt like it set up the expectations that didn't do anything. I don't know. I feel like I need to explain myself a little better, is the main thing.
Let's head deeper into the mines.
That's really all it is. Anyways, we got here to the mines. We have our two bestest friends, Duke and Armstrong. Thing on the ceiling. What is this? Oh, okay. Always look up! Hooray! Alright.
I got you, Samus.
I like waiting for my NPCs to move into position. It's very fun.
On three.
If speedrunners can't, like, skip this room entirely and stuff, then they're gonna have to figure out some very funky finagling to get these guys to, like, be in ideal positions or whatever. Yep.
Get ready.
Excuse me, I was looking the other way. It's a big drill. Belongs to the Fire Nation.
Whoa. What's this huge thing?
It's a big drill.
Those cannons should be right below us.
We're in a mine. Of course it's a drill.
Let's find a way to punch through.
Okay, so doesn't look like there's anything immediately scannable otherwise, except this thing's yellow, and yellow is always important. Okay, I'm gonna activate whatever this is. Does it activate the drill? It seems so. Alright, before I do that, I'm gonna, like, look around elsewhere, because I feel like that's probably the way to go, but I can also jump up here.
There's gotta be a way to get it fired up. A man in charge or something?
Okay, going up here does not seem to indicate me anything. Just wanted to get a better grasp of everything.
Hey! It's working.
I did it.
Nice work, Samus.
Thank you.
Now let's get this baby into position.
It's not a baby. It's a drill.
Easy does it.
I understand they're very similar concepts, but
That's as high as it'll go. Just need to aim it.
something's going on. I don't really know what they're doing.
Shoot! The hinge is jammed. Samus, you're up.
I also just thought of something silly. Because you know how, like, we fought Silex twice so far, but every time we fought him, he's turned out to be, like, a fake from one of the robots? I had the thought of, what if one of those robots put on illusion to be one of our friends?
Okay. Let's start it up.
I don't know. It's a thought. Maybe Gandreda or whatever her name is kind of on my mind, because I've been thinking about Prime 3, because this game is basically Prime 3, but again... So we're agitating local wildlife, it seems. Hi. You can shoot any of them at any point, Armstrong. Samus, too. There they are. I'm like, where are they? Let me look on the radar. Remembering that mashing the button is better than charging. These guys are kind of weak as well. They're not super powered ones. More guys over here. Ah! I said over here as in, like, the direction, not right next to me. Sometimes it's kind of just easier to, like, focus on the minimap sometimes. And just be like, okay, so where are the guys? Let me look at this tiny little circle to determine where the red dots are. Well, I've taken no damage. Okay, I've taken some damage now. See, this is what I was expecting to be earlier. But this is what I was expecting to be, like, up above. This kind of siege thing. So they're proving that they can do this exact gameplay with these exact enemies and blow up on our faces. Yeah, I'm aware. There's a lot of guys. It's fine. That was exactly the kind of segment I was expecting earlier. A timed, like, segment where there's just a bunch of guys. Somebody's playing Kirby Air Riders. They've got good taste. Down in the hole, okay. They got jetpacks, it seems.
Alright, old man. Your turn.
Is this when he dies? I don't know if he dies or not, but it was my prediction earlier. That there's these two guys and one of them was gonna die.
You'll be safe. They can't follow you anymore.
Wait! No!
See you on the other side, kid!
Sarge! Do you read me? Sarge!
I was just like 2 areas earlier, I guess. 1.5. He just seen the type, you know?
Let's go. We've got work to do.
I don't know. Maybe I would care more if I liked the characters' inclusions more, but like even when their personalities are fine, like Armstrong and like Duke was, I don't care for their mechanical presence in this game.
I can't believe it.
Oh. You're not Grievers. You're Roaches. Metroid! You're glowy greeny. Hi. Aw, they hurt me. I want more bug friends. Where are all the bug friends? It's not anything. And you can probably be blown up with a missile.
I don't like the sound of that.
Hi! Even more of you. You know, this kind of, like, immediately makes Duke's sacrifice worthless. Because his whole point was, oh, the Grievers can't find you anymore. But now, not only do we have a bunch of Grievers to fight, but they can just dig through the walls? So his big old act literally did absolutely nothing. It was a worthless sacrifice. Good job, buddy. I'm gonna scan the door. Because that's what I do. I scan things. It's like a jumpy sand thing. I don't think I can scan it. I'm just gonna leave it be. Oh, it does scan depending on, like, what you're doing, I guess? Pop crawler. Yay. Yeah. Oh, one thing I want to talk about is I'm wondering, like, you know, the things of, like, Metroid Prime has, like, the history of, like, the Chozo artifact quest, you know? Where, like, there's a thing going on in the game, throughout the game, and you collect all these things, usually near the end, somewhat. And oh, interesting. I get the gimmick here. If things make loud noise, it summons Grievers to the room. Interesting. Okay, I wonder how they're going to keep using that. But yeah, I'm thinking about the Chozo artifact quest. Essentially. And I'm wondering what it's going to be in this game. If it even exists at all. And my sort of thought is it might be related to, like, you know, those mech parts we were finding out in the overworld randomly. That's sort of my guess. I kind of hope it isn't, though. Because, here's the thing. What I like about the Chozo Artifact Quest, what most people seem to hate about it, is that it asks you to go back to prior areas and, like, explore them at your fullest potential, it's a good excuse to, like, see how far you come, in a sense. And it's a good excuse to, like, wrap up stuff. I like how that was, like, it played Puzzle Jingle, but, like, all I did was, like, read what it told me to do. I didn't solve a puzzle, I didn't think anything there. So, like, what I love about the Chozo Artifact quest is just that there's a lot you really get out of it. And I love the sense of exploration it acquires, as well as I love, like, how variable it is. In terms of, like, you can get some of them, like, pretty early on, and, like, you know about the quest the entire time, and, like, the only thing preventing you from getting most of them is that a lot of them are locked behind, like, late-game pickups, like the Phazon suit, or the Plasma Beam, or whatever. But if you don't have those things, then it's, like, fine.
No. I've got to get a hold of myself. Knuckle up. I won't quit. Sarge wouldn't let me. We can do this.
So it's like... I love the Chozo Artifact quest for these reasons.
Careful using missiles. Help me. Thank you, Samus.
So it's like I like the Chozo Artifact quest, but every game has gotten subsequently worse, is my point. In Prime 2, it had problems mostly of just, like, now suddenly...
Grievers are coming. Be prepared.
Now suddenly it's like... Like, it doesn't... What annoyed me was that it didn't lock things... It locked things behind... Like, remember when I had... If you watched Prime 2, remember when I had, like, all those confusing problems? Oh, hi! The music stopped playing, so I wasn't expecting more Grievers. Oh! That was not at all what I was expecting. And, like, I found the thing by, like, the electric towers, like, in the front of that area, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Why can't I get this? What is this thing that I found? And that annoyed me because I didn't know there was, like, the quest, so, like, they got rid of, like, early activation of the quest and understanding of what you were doing.
Find something useful?
And that bugged the hell out of me. But, for the most part, otherwise it was still kind of more or less the same in Prime 2. Then Prime 3, it completely ruined it, because, like, the entire point was that, like, it was giving you, like, the little battery thingies in Prime 3 all throughout the game rather than near the end of the game, which, on the one hand, yes, it does mean that it's not, like, this big, long endgame quest thing, suddenly, where you have to backtrack, whatever. But it does also mean that it kind of defeats the purpose of, like, going back through the game to, like, put all your skills to the test in earlier areas, be fully decked out for these places, and, like, enhances, like, the sense of exploration. Prime 3 doesn't want you to explore. In fact, it tends to, like, keep pushing you so far in one direction that you have to really go out of your way to stop progressing and actively ignore what the game is telling you in order to explore. And I hate when games do that. Prime 4 is doing it here. But don't think I'm just hating on Prime 4. I hated it the same thing in Prime 3, and I don't like it in other games as well. It's one of the things that did bug me about the early beginnings of Silksong as well, where, like, it just felt like the game was pushing you in a very specific general direction.
Looks like something's back there.
Like, etc., etc. Point being, I like what Prime 1 does, and Prime 3, it just kind of, it ruined that sense of, like, exploration and going other places and, like, not having one specific direct straight line to an area. And then beyond that, Prime 3 also sucked because, like, you didn't even have to, like, explore within the areas, like, with other things. They're usually the Prime 3, like, battery things were just literally handed to you in the for doing the right thing. They were not, like, exploration rewards, they were just progression. They were things that happened as you progressed through the game. It's so weird, the layering on these psychic motes. They don't seem to have, like, physicality to them. It's very weird. But yeah, so that sucks about Prime 3 because it just gives them to you for, so you don't have to put in any effort to find them, and you only need 5 of them anyway. Which I don't necessarily think is a bad part of their design either. Like, I think it's fine to have, like, oh, you don't need to get all of them, but you just need most of them. But I feel like 5, how many did they even have in Prime 3? 7, 8? You needed too little, and they gave you all of them anyway, so there was just no point to them. It was not the same thing. And so my thought here is, like, I've found, what, 3 mech parts in the overworld so far? And that's my guess as to what might be, like, the final, like, Chozo artifact type of quest.
You're a miracle worker, Samus.
And what I don't like about that is,
We can use it to break through that wall.
I also don't, it like, the sense of, like, to me, it defeats the purpose of, like, using these things in sort of, like, going back to the area. And using them as a good reason to, like, go back to these places and explore. Because if they're all just in the desert, then you're not going to the individual areas, you know? You're just exploring the desert.
Here we go. This'll do.
So, I don't know. Anyways, let me guess. Grievers. I hear the telltale noises.
I'll clear the rebel. Just keep them off me, okay? Cover me while I clear this rebel.
Well.
Hang on.
What, I don't get any of that health energy? I was gonna try and pick some of it up. Well, it's all gone. And so is Samus, actually.
There. That's our way out. Buy me some time. I got this.
I'll just wait for Red to appear on the map. Hi. You know, you can explode on me, it's fine. All these guys are dropping enough health. I like blowing up the guys. Because then they blow up guys near them. And so it's just satisfying. Hello. There's not too many of them. I'm doing fine. Hold your horses.
Feel better?
This definitely helps. That's for sure. It definitely helps that. There did start to be a little too many of them. But that's when you gotta start thinking clever.
Now's your chance. Go!
My chance?
Right behind you.
To do what? Go this way? Let me guess, she sacrifices herself too?
I'll just keep chasing this down. Find that key, Samus. I'll keep them occupied. It has been an honor serving with you.
Okay, well, I at least didn't predict both of them were gonna make unnecessary sacrifices. Alright, cool, we're on our own. And this is gonna be when Mackenzie shows up on the audio thing, because we can't be on our own in this game. Alright, well. Yeah, that just means I won't have to try and keep him alive. Yay! When I started this episode, I had 2 people with me. Now I'm all alone. It's finally a Metroid game. Almost. Still very little exploration. Which really just... It's because everything is just linear hallways. It's Prime 3 all over again. It's not necessarily that it's linear in terms of, like, game progression. It's that it's linear in terms of, like... Huh. So, my wondering for all this has been, like, what last power-up are we gonna get? Because there's been some of these rocks in the overworld and whatnot. Based on this, I have a feeling it's going to be psychic power bombs or something like that. Because we've needed something to destroy rocks. And there was also a rock in, like, Lava Land. Winged lizard! Well, I guess we're back in the mines. So, yay, we did it, I guess. Probably don't want to jump down there. Those platforms. An energy tank, it looks like. Wait. What are you? Whee! A shot expansion. Okay. Sometimes you just kind of have to try to remember what buttons I even press for things. I just get a little nervous. I'm gonna press the wrong thing. I realize that might not just even... Yeah, that's not even a bomb slot. Okay, so I'm over here now. And that will help me get back over there. Yay! I kind of wish that some of these hidden purple things were a little less obvious. Because I do kind of like when you would be like, in Prime 1 and like you would see something and be like, how the heck do I get there? And then you check your visors and then you see things that are invisible or thermal or whatever. Like, when you see something purple just there, it's like, oh, okay. It doesn't really, like, add to the mystery, I guess. I don't know, what I'm really kind of trying to say is I like Prime 1. I think Prime 1 is a well-designed game. Alright, so if this kills me, I'm just gonna, like... Yeah. Do that and lose 10 health. I just wanted to see, now that I had this. They haven't noticed me yet, it's fine. Mall Grievers. This feels unfair. Okay. They're mall grievers because they're gonna go to the shopping mall. Another one of these, eh? I bet that's like a power bomb door in disguise. Yeah, we're about to get power bombs. And maybe fight something? Mega Griever! Megriever! Maul Griever Brute. You don't stay frozen for long, but it does mean that you keep getting stunned. I'm trying to fully charge this up. Up. More guys. Hi. What is wrong with my Switch to control the D-pad? I'm trying to go with Fire Shot.
I'm glad to reunite.
Jesus Christ.
I do not detect any other Federation signals.
I'm pressing down and it keeps giving me left. I don't want thunder, I want fire. Fire is my strongest one.
Regardless, I will now assist you with your mission. Samus, I may be able to clear the way. Allow me to try. Affirmative.
Jesus Christ.
Moving forward, please let me know when I can clear the way.
What does the map say? This is a dead end. Okay, so the map's about to give me power bombs over here, almost certainly. I am also probably going to end the episode soon. It doesn't seem like super missiles are in this game, based on all this. Alright, well... I'm wondering if I should end the episode now or not. I think it's fine. I'll end the episode here. Because it's not really a save point, but like this is a perfectly fine time. And we did just fight a boss, sort of. So, yeah, next time on Let's Play Metroid Prime 4, we're gonna get power bombs, and that's probably the very last thing in the entire game that will be a power-up that isn't just, like, you know, getting the green crystals or uber charge of these things, you know? So. That's something.